Hello, and welcome back to this Trails Through Daybreak Let's Play with me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we're changing what I originally said I was going to do, because I did the alternative routes, and it was very, very, very tiring. So I just wanted to play on with the game. I hope that's okay. But anyway, it had been 8 days since the events around Ascion came to a close. We're obviously sticking with the Bracer route. After the crisis was resolved, it was announced the explosion of Vashtar Palace and Creel's destruction were the work of Almata. However, as if to quell any unease, it was also promptly announced that Armata was no more thanks to the CID and a number of external collaborators. With the last remaining nuclear device being recovered, the state of emergency around Edith was lifted the next day. This happened in tandem with the fervent reports that the CEOs of the Quincy Company and Etwas had formally been arrested. This is a shock to many, with the Quincy Company's products being beloved, some of the most beloved across the continent. The Etwas vehicles seen as a major status symbol. It was almost unfathomable that both men had been blackmailed into funding the terrorist organization. The Quincy Company's CEO and father being the father of a famous A-rank base added much to the discussion as well. However, as his daughter previously personally led the charge on his arrest, the general public sentiment was one of compassion and concern. Her attempt to turn in her Bracer badge was summarily rejected by the Guild's headquarters in Le Mans. Calvard's economy, which had briefly been thrown into disarray by the state of emergency, was quick to return to relative normality. Yet some things would never return. The impending of the end of reparations continued to emit a small degree of unease among the populace. Still, this, and the culmination of events that had no ill effect on President Gramhart's approval rating. Indeed, he only served to increase it. His office stated that the memorial service for Creel would be held during December 3rd's Revolution Festival. Following that would be quite the reveal. The Calvard military's newest weapon would be on display, a symbol of the country's overcoming its grief and moving forward with great strength. November 30th, 12:08, 9:12 a.m.
So that's that, huh?
Yeah, well, Melchior's still on the run, which does bug me. But the authorities and the guild have taken out all their bases and secured any routes that could be used to flee the country. Their partners in crime are being taken care of too, right?
Indeed, the Gralsritter and Iscariot have put aside their differences for now to pursue the gardens. Several Jaegers, including those of Ikaruga, and even the Society have also been working toward that end.
Meanwhile, Heiwei and Marduk spearheaded the effort to expose all of Almata's connections. I believe their findings, which reveal a number of associates, have since been sold to the CID.
That's quite a lot.
Man, getting in Sal never miss a beat.
Abby and the rest of our people have been hard at work with Eisenshield too.
As for the nuclear weapon, we don't need to worry about that either. Professor Hamilton and the other disciples supervised its disassembly, so it's no longer a threat. Professor Callahan isn't believed to have made any more, and the Mafia won't be capable of making more themselves anytime soon.
Even if the one sword capable of detonating them was still in their possession, they would still need a device to be detonated. I might add that Calvard is aiding the Congregation for the Sacraments in going through and clearing the rubble that was once Vashtar Palace. They expect to have finished the task and found that sword together with the halberd and armor artifacts by mid-next month.
I think the sword's gonna pop up on Van.
None of them can be used by anyone but their rightful owner anyway, right? I guess once that's wrapped up, we'll be able to say this whole thing's well and truly over.
I suppose so, yes. To think we've persevered through so much.
We sure have.
I'm still worried about Melchior though. Just to me, it's strange how no one seems to have any idea where he is.
I still can't believe what he did to his own boss. I don't know if I'll ever be able to understand how that guy thinks. Not that I want to.
Psychopath does psychopathic things. News at 11. Just how it is. I wish I could have taken revenge on the last asshole responsible for my bro's deaths. But can't win them all, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna have to leave that one to the Oathbreakers people. They say you gotta fight poison with poison. Now it's time to see if he'll live up to that old saying.
Right. But at least now, the world can finally be at ease.
I wouldn't say that at all. This is the final chapter. Shit's about to go down. Honey, are you still feeling guilty that you couldn't stop it all from happening? I am, but I'm also trying to tell myself that I did everything I could, including for those children of Horacion. Even if I can't help, I feel like I put a lot of people out for nothing. That's not true at all. Perhaps there may be some who would see your actions as self-righteous, but I believe they were meaningful. Of course they were, and I'm not in the business of telling my assistants what's right or wrong either. You did what you believed was right, and that's good enough for me. So, you got my thanks too.
Well, you're welcome, but I couldn't have done any of it without a lot of help from others. Not everything had a happy conclusion since Celine's father ended up arrested, but I'm still so glad we were able to gather like this again.
Yeah.
Me too. Our foes were a terrifying force to be reckoned with. Though everyone's cooperation, we triumphed. You deserve a lot of praise yourself, you know. There was a lot of times when I don't know what I would have done without you. We owe much to the goddess, or maybe to our chief for having the devil's own luck.
Could be. Either that, because I made Lady Luck my bitch.
What does that mean?
Will you stop that? You really can't help yourself, can you? We're still missing a Genesis.
We have now 6 in our possession. Doubt I could have ever gotten this far without all of you, so thank you. We were happy to help Zeus too, so now
yeah, 8 altogether. There's supposed to be 8 in all, so that should be the case. Professor Hamilton has been looking into where they could be, but nothing's come up so far.
None have been discovered in any of Matter's bases or the Garden's hideouts.
I'm sure they'll turn up eventually, just gotta keep looking.
So, now that we've dealt with Almata, things should be back to business as usual before long. There's still gonna be plenty on our plates, especially in the short term. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Van, I suppose it is getting to that time. The way things are going, my primary task will be complete before much longer. I've still got other things I want to do here in the capital, at least. And hey, I'm not employed here.
Wasn't really talking to you, but since you seem so dead set on being here anyway, why not go home already?
Well, I would, but the paparazzi a headache, and the food here is good, so...
I get you're a hassle, but come on, they've totally given up on your story by now. Nima seems worried about you, so even if you don't go see your family, you should go back to your old place.
I will eventually. What are you, my mother? Perhaps we should discuss the situation with the owner of your apartment.
I was talking to you, too. They're still converting all the trouble that Almata costs, but I doubt that lasts more than a month. I was able to start taking on more subcontracted jobs, so I'm not gonna need to pay out my assistants anymore, or have the budget to do it. Here we go. I'm planning to find those last 2 Genesis, but it's gotta be on the side while I got other work to do from here on. So a helping hand when I'm swamped would be nice. That's all I'm gonna need you for. You're gonna be loaded up with student council work for a good while after next month rolls around.
It's true, but what kind of work? There's going to be a big event at your school in a few months.
There's no need to hurry them into a decision, Van. As you said, you still intend to help deal with the aftermath of Almata's actions. I remain here to assist you with that as well. The more we have on our side, the better. You're no wrong there.
I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that you should be thinking about this stuff. The Revolution Festival's in 3 days, and we're gonna be drowning in work until then for sure. Been a while since we could focus on 4 SPGs and Edith, so hope you're ready to dive in soon as breakfast is done.
Some things afoot. Finale, for you, upon your return. I'll meet you guys back here at 10:30. What are you gonna do up in the meantime, Agnes?
I do have something I need to do, though. I think I should take care of a software update that needs installing. Version 6.2 of the Kitty engine has been released last night. I was thinking the same thing. I'll get going for now. Until later.
We got stuff. Definitely needs to be done. She pushed an update. Our ex-Kitty sure keeps herself busy. She knew her workload and Horacion must have been nuts too. This is for the best, I think.
Yeah, just tell me what you want.
She hasn't done anything out of the ordinary since Horacion. There's still a lot of mysteries to be solved about both her and the Grendel. But those got nothing to do with the others. Not even Anya.
This is all wrong. This isn't who I am. This isn't me.
I was right all along. I found it. Seems my work here is now done.
It would seem so. Still, Master was right that I laid it on them out of nowhere. There's still time we need to head out. Why not go check in on them? And that is what we're about to do, but we do have some menu shit to deal with first. Menu. Loreline not maxed. We get some new materials for all of that, I think. I'm going to be unlocking a whole bunch of these. Order delivery, listen to the radio. No, we're going to do. There's so many red marks. Okay.
Whoops.
Is there someone in here? Can I go out here? I can't, okay. So, we're going to have to go speak to everyone. Oh, there is this closet room. It's just a toilet. The toilet is separate from the bathroom. Interesting. So, speak to the crew. Let's speak to Katra first.
Hello, Van.
Oh,
Oh, is it time to go already?
you still got time, don't worry. Pretending your drone is something. Speech is stiffer than a hollow's, but it's wild how you can hold a whole conversation with them.
They don't have complete free will, but they do have a networked sense of self. Zeros is the same. They're around the same quality as those combat shells in the Empire, from what I understand. The other mare is leagues ahead of them on a technical scale, but Hadios knows how long it'll take humanity to make something similar.
That'll be a tough ask even for Hamilton and Cronkite, huh?
Oh, absolutely. We're talking singularities here. Still, we know it's theoretically possible. That was proven by what happened behind the scenes 2 years ago. You've heard all about that, I assume.
A bit, yeah. Guess I don't even need to ask what you're gonna do once you graduate. Feels a given that you'll be focusing on the orbital drone research, or have you got your sights set on something even higher?
I'd like to help the professor with her work at some point, even if I don't feel like I'm quite ready yet. Still, I'd rather finish things here before moving on to something else. Working here has been incredible for broadening my horizons too, so I think continuing my studies here would be more than worth its while.
You think?
Basel has patently more in the way of facilities, but the orbital network is lightning quick these days. It's even helped me attend lectures at the Institute remotely, so it hasn't been half as inconvenient as I was expecting. Being here will also let me take part in the project to upgrade the network currently in use in Edith and the surrounding area. Though at some point, I'd really like to broaden my studies at the Epstein Foundation, ZCF, and Reinford.
Makes sense. Man, our little boy who could only think of protecting his grandmother's home is all ready to take the world by storm. With how grown up you are, you should have just joined us in the Springs instead of being shy.
What? Who are you, Aaron?
My bad, I only heard it after you came out of my mouth. But yeah, compared to the others, it hasn't been long since you moved in. If you're satisfied with the setup that you got going on here, I don't see no harm in working from here for a while longer. Plus, you got Paulette to breathe down your neck if your health starts to nosedive from researching all night.
You're probably right. It's nice how she always worries. Still, are you sure you aren't gonna need my help after this month? Almata might be out of the picture, but the issue of the Genesis is still ongoing. And there's still a lot we don't know about Mare, the Grendel, or Marduk either. Then there's whatever Yang, Professor Cronkite, is working on with the President.
You got a point. There's a lot going on. So if I need help with this stuff, I'll be sure to come knocking. That means you come knocking if you need help with the stuff too. I can investigate whatever you want, even down to the color of Cronkite's underwear.
That's so random. And don't think I didn't notice you patting me on the head.
You've become very red, Katra.
Got you called? Let me feel.
My temperature is perfectly normal, thank you very much.
Interesting. Cute. Next up is Ferry. Are those Central Eastern and Western history textbooks?
Oh, yeah. Agnes gave me the Western one. They're supposed to be the same edition, but there's a bunch of little differences between their contents and viewpoints. It's been really eye-opening comparing them, even if there's also lots of stuff I don't really understand.
Well, ain't you a budding scholar? If you can get your hands on the Far Eastern version, I bet you'll find all kinds of differences there too.
I was thinking the same thing. So, Aaron promised to give me his old copy. You know, before I met you, I barely left the village. Most of my life was spent inside of it. But Ida wasn't kidding when she talked about how big the outside world is. Even if I dedicated my entire life to studying, I doubt I could learn all there is to know about it.
Probably, yeah. Listen, I meant what I said earlier, but I probably shouldn't have brought it up out of nowhere the way I did.
No, I totally get where you're coming from. The timing is right. Now that Almata's gone, I feel like I've been able to avenge Ida's death. It sounds like Abi's willing to forgive me for disobeying his orders, too. I also miss Umi, my mom, and my siblings Lana and Camille, to tell you the truth. But I've also gotten used to living in Calvard, and I have a lot of fun at Sunday school. And more than anything else, I'd be really sad to say goodbye to you and everyone here.
Still, we're not talking about tomorrow or even next week. Even if you do go home, it's not like we'll never see each other again. If your goal is to become a real warrior, though, then I think the choice is clear.
I guess you're right.
Though, you don't have to go down the path if you don't want to. There's plenty of things you could do off the battlefield. You could even try following a path more like Sylphie's.
You really think I could be like Fee?
I'm not pushing you to join the guild or anything. Just to be clear. Just saying it might be better than you following in your brother's footsteps.
Yeah, I think so too. Still, I never even considered becoming a bracer. Is it okay if I think more about it?
Think about it as long as you want. There's no rush. Just be ready to head out in a bit, okay?
Okay.
Makes sense. Okay, the next one is Rosetta's there. Whose room is this? This is Aaron's, and this would be Judith's. Okay, so let's go speak to Aaron first. That's definitely Shizuna on the front cover. Oh, it's kind of nice to have you still acting the same around times like this.
You come to talk about that cold bunk you said to the kiddos? If it was gonna eat away at you, you shouldn't have said it in the first place. Looks lame when a dad past his prime sulks over his teenage kids.
Quit finding new ways to call me old. Besides, you seem to have it in your head I wasn't talking to you, but I was. Gotta have plans to go back home eventually, right?
Sure do. I'm a born and bred Longport boy, and I always will be. But I've only been here for 3 months. That's barely enough time to miss me. So unless I've got some specific reason to head back, I'm staying put. But I wouldn't mind going to a few other places, like Crossbell or Erebonia. Hell, I'd even put Eastern Zemuria on the table.
Look at you go.
Knock it off with the my baby's growing up vibe. Oh, and let's get one thing straight. Me staying in the capital doesn't mean I'm gonna be at your beck and call. If the girls left and this place turned into a total sausage fest, I don't even want to think about how sad a sight that'd be.
Hey, don't give me that look. I'm not after your pity, alright? Your old problem ain't showing any sign of resurfacing, right?
You mean that tyrant? Yeah, nothing there. Yen can call me a reincarnation all he wants, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm as me as I can be. I decide what I want to do with my life, not some dusty old relic from the ancient past.
You're one of a kind, cocky little bastard, you know that?
And what's that supposed to mean? Don't be such a freaking creep. Anyway, get lost so I can have my fun. Though, if you don't mind waiting to kick some ass on the clock, that'll give me time to go tap some ass off the clock.
We ain't putting off work for that. Just how much have you been going around when I haven't been looking? Of course he is. Right. Judith.
So you're going back to your apartment? Yeah, I guess that's the plan. I must have worried you sick, huh? It looks like Buzz Raiders finally given up on their stupid obsession with me, so it seems safe enough to live there again.
There's been so much going on lately that I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry now.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine. I've actually been wanting to thank you for helping out Judith for a while now. Please pass on my regards to everyone else as well, including the family who runs the bistro.
Now hold your horses! I'm the one who's been helping him out, so why is he the one getting thanked?
Because I'm sure that you just weaseled your way into his trips outside the capital without taking no for an answer. I don't know all you've been up to, but I do know that you were able to return in one piece thanks to Arkhide Solutions' efforts. And with how much I respect you as my senior in the industry, I think it's only natural for me to want to say thank you.
So you respect me that much, huh? I mean, not that it isn't perfectly natural for you to respect me, of course.
Never takes much to butter her up. I'm sure our young lady here just happens to be an expert at it.
She's become such a sassy little thing. She was so cute and polite when she first started out, but look at her now. All that success must be going to her head.
That was 3 years ago, right? Though I don't know if 15's early or late for starting out in the industry.
It's not late, but it's not really early either. I started acting at 14 myself. A lot of actors and actresses get their first roles when they're children even, which just goes to show how much of an unusual case she is. She ended up going from a rookie to a top actress in 3 years, which is just crazy.
You can see why, though. I've seen a few of her films. It's interesting seeing how different her approach is to the craft compared to yours. You can handle any kind of role that's thrown at you. Yeah, but she fully becomes the character she's playing without even trying.
I didn't realize you knew your way around different acting techniques. I agree with you, too. Her performance in Wolf's Requiem was amazing. But Gloria just blew me away.
Yeah, her Sheena Dirk was something else. Media kicked up all that fuss about an Easterner playing the role, but in the end it was hard to see her as anything other than Sheena Reborn.
Boy, she's 4 years my junior and already she's nipping at my heels. She's sure not making it easy to stay top dog. But I say bring it on. I don't plan to go down without a fight.
Good. I got nothing but respect for that spunk you got in you. Real shame about the rest of you, though.
You better watch your darn mouth. And while I'm at it, I think what you said earlier was pretty out of line, too.
Right.
So, now that we've dealt with Almata, things should be back to business as usual before long. But it's about time you guys started thinking about whether or not you want to keep working here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow, I didn't expect you to outright admit it. Then...
Still, you don't want people butting in on your side hustle either, do you?
Well, no, but that's not the same thing. I inherited my techniques from my mom and hers before her. And while they might not be legal, I still think the world needs... Oh, I get you now. I don't know what your secret is, but you've got something you don't want people to get involved in too, huh? Or I guess, something you can't afford to let them get involved in.
Anyway, as two people who transform into things a teenager might have dreamed up, we gotta look out for each other. Don't know if I'm down to get caught living with an actual criminal though, so you should still probably find some other place to live.
But I really don't want to give this place up. Well, I've got my next film's premiere coming up, so I'll go back to my old place before the festival at least. I just wish I didn't have a bunch of stuff to report to Mom and Grammy first.
There we go. Interesting. Rosette Twinings. Must be working on stuff for Marduk. Probably about Almata. There's still a decent chunk of time until 1:30, so better get out of her hair.
Oh, Mr. Arkhide.
Sorry, I wouldn't have come in if I'd known you were working. All the Almata stuff almost wrapped up, huh?
We've been able to pinpoint groups related to them, their dummy corporations, and other illegal channels. I admit to some surprise at just how far outside of Calvard their reach spreads. But Marduk has largely decontaminated the areas over which it has influence.
Your chief of security had a big role in that, I'm sure. Though who wants to bet Thorndyke will use this as a chance to expand Marduk's market share?
I suspect you would be on the winning side of that bet. Between the war against the Empire and the Tower and Crossbell appearing soon after, it feels like too much is happening too fast in Zemuria. As other countries seek to catch up with the Republic and its latest innovations, Zyphas, assault frames, I imagine the need for Marduk's services will only expand going forward.
Makes it abundantly clear we're living in a time of big change. Speaking of, you started thinking about your next steps for yourself at all?
I am but a humble concierge. Nothing more, nothing less. My focus for the foreseeable future remains supporting you, Mr. Arkhide. Be that with Mare or with your stun caliber. I could do most of my work remotely as I did before, of course, but I am now aware of just how much more inefficient that is.
Gotcha. Sure wish I knew why your people love to have their eyes on me so damn much. But I ain't gonna tell you what to do. We got an equal deal going on between us. Keep in mind that starting next month, I'm not gonna need you as much in the office as I have been. Which is probably fine for you. Your plate's full enough with dealing with the day-to-day around here.
Well, I suppose I do. Though I would like to believe I'm making a fair contribution irrespective of that.
Something up?
It's nothing, really. I was only thinking that I might not be able to help you from next month onward after all. You see, next month will mark 1 year since I was given this body, and it's about time it was given some thorough maintenance.
Alright.
Depending on matters here and the overall project status, I might have to return to my former environment. In that event, I would have no choice but to revert to assisting you remote.
Hold up there. You really gonna be okay with that?
So you have an inkling as to what that former environment was? What gave it away? Was it something about the way I work? No, I suppose there isn't any point in me knowing.
Nah, it wasn't anything like that. Just...
Please, don't misunderstand. As you're aware, Marduk is a logical, impartial corporation. So long as I keep demonstrating I can provide value to them, I don't doubt they will keep letting me use this body. In that regard, our relationship is quite equitable. I even plan to purchase it from them if all goes well.
Oh, interesting. That's an option? State-of-the-art artificial body can run cheap, though.
It most certainly is costly. But with my salary, I think it's possible that I could have enough Mira saved in a few years. My current arrangement here earns me even more than my remote work did, too. So I would like to keep at it as long as possible.
Happy to help. I'm curious, just how high a salary are we talking anyway?
I can't give you a specific number since that's classified information. But about enough to buy an Etwas entry-level sedan?
You could buy a used apartment in the suburbs for that kind of money. Interesting. Right. We're gonna head on up. Seemingly, we're not speaking to Rosette right now. There should be, as I'm running out of toilets. Your boy here. And this, I believe, is a room. I'm guessing it's going to be the guard's room. Certainly is. Well, look who's made himself right at
As you
home.
well know, I shouldn't even be alive right now. I've decided to make the most of this chance, to try things I couldn't even imagine in my previous life, and have found myself rather enjoying them. The magazines you used to read were quite inspirational, if I'm being honest.
Wait, this is my fault? If his hordes of more respectable students ever found this out, they'll have my head. So Ashlad isn't an uncooperative jackass I was expecting.
Indeed. He may be a man of few words, but he is an honorable, just, and determined one, capable of seeing the greater picture. Rank-and-file armed monks trust him, so I would be confident in Iscariot's handling of matters, if he were the only one they answer to. However...
We got his boss to worry about, their captain, right? The one all 30,000 members of the Papal Guard in Iscariot answer to.
Correct. They took up their post after my retirement, so I've never met them. I believe their identity is considered a top secret, even among the Congregation for Divine Worship, to whom the Papal Guard also answers. I suspect only a small number of people know who they are. Several hundred Iscariot monks, the cardinals of the Congregation for Divine Worship, the commander of the Gralsritter, and the Pope. Whoever they are without a doubt the Congregation's wild card.
But what's the reason for someone like that to get their right-hand man involved in this? The Genesis? But they're more of a Gralsritter kind of deal. Actually, why are you even telling me all of this stuff in the first place? I'm already like a magnet for info I don't want to know as it is.
It's far too late to be caring about such things, my young friend. Still, whether they are criminal or legal, your old friends or your assistants, I genuinely believe that the more people you know and interact with, the better. Who we meet shapes who we become. Be these relationships fortunate or foul, we are all the more human because of them. Surely the past 5 years have taught you this.
Well, people's natures don't go changing that easily, I guess. Having you in Erasion was a huge help. And as a huge help as it is having you here now, can count this relationship among the fortunate ones at least. So keep sticking around so the younger generation can kick back a bit, alright? I'll pay you thanks, but I don't think you'll take the mirror. At least let me get you something nicer than that jacket you've taken a liking to. Anyway, we still got plenty of time left, so let's go ahead and leave you be. Take it easy, Master.
There are things in life you cannot avert your eyes from, no matter how hard you try. Whether you can realize that fundamental truth is down to you, Van.
Interesting. Alright, we've still got 2 more people to speak to. Which, annoyingly, I think is down here, but it wouldn't let me get down there last time. Or do we have to go through here? That's why. Right, speak to Paulette.
Oh, hey Van, we just wrapped up the breakfast menu.
What she said, no more morning menu for you. I don't care if you got enough to eat, you lost your chance. I'm fine, I'm a grown-ass adult, I don't need to eat that much. Just drop by to kill time before I leave for work. Glad you made it bound. I second that. Sometimes you make fancy noisy neighbors, but lately it's hard to rest easy when things get too quiet. Especially now I won't be seeing my Krill regulars anymore. Guess you and that guy from Krill had some history too, huh? Since he helped with the restaurant stock, we got to know him pretty well. We're going to his memorial service, as you can imagine. It's only fair we send him off after everything he did for us. Makes sense. Well, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, so things should still be lively around the office. But the source of the issue's gone now, so my assistants might split off soon. I believe it when I see it.
Hard to imagine they would.
I was gonna ask earlier, but what about the racer? Did he stop by again?
He has. He actually stopped by yesterday. Thanks for asking.
That's good, I guess. Is he alright?
I suppose. He enjoyed his meal at least.
Anything between them or what? You don't gotta glare at me like that.
You're talking about Maxim? He's funny in a lame way.
Dude's got his work cut out of him before anyone respects him as a father. Good luck, pal. Interesting, and I think after this...
Can't go wrong with any of them.
We need to,
Come back soon!
Nice, how much stuff has been added to the menu, which is nice. To buy food things, really. But there's one last person we need to speak to. And they are Miss Agnes Claudel, who she has moved and is currently out on the roof.
Okay, that should do it. Oh, Van, is it almost time to go?
It's getting there, but we got some free time. Can't believe how lifelike this guy is. Professor Hamilton's students really are something else.
I was told there's more to him sleeping in the sun than just imitating dogs, too. He can turn the sun's rays into orbital energy.
Makes sense. I remember that being one of the areas Professor Hamilton was researching. Still, I know you got real comfy around here the past few months. It's almost time to start planning the next school festival, ain't it? Isn't the student council gonna get real busy soon?
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm starting to feel the pressure, to tell you the truth. The end of April still feels like a long ways off now, but I know it'll be here before we know it. I was able to attend last year's festival just after enrolling, and there was just so much to see and do over those 3 days. It was hard to believe that the whole event was planned and executed by students alone, even if quite a lot of them did take part.
Yeah, it's a staple of spring in the capital at this point, especially with how many people check it out. And with your current president at the helm, I can see this upcoming being a festival for the books.
The other student council members and I are a little worried about that. So you did attend Armis then? Just like Elaine and Mr. Kincaid.
Yeah. I dropped out not long after becoming a second-year student, though. Elaine and I were in the same year, while Rene was a third year. The second he had a chance, Rene took on being school council president because of the course he did. And because we'd known him for so long, we started helping him out with student council work, too. Then Elaine stepped up and took the role of vice president once the former one decided to go abroad for a while. So there you go. That's how the festival came under one man's merciless watch.
I see. Of course, after getting to know you so well, I can imagine that whatever you organized for it was anything but typical. I'm sure Elaine was less than impressed with it, while Mr. Kincaid thought it would be funny and thoroughly approved, even though he probably shouldn't have.
It's like you were right there with us. Still remember my first drink at the after party back then. Man, it was so good. You know how much of a sweet tooth I've got, but not even the bitterness of alcohol could keep me from cracking a smile.
I should have known. You were pushing the boundaries of legality even as a teenager. So the festival came to a close, and the student council elections were held in May. That's when Elaine became the next president. And when you dropped out, I assume. You did it without warning, too. Without so much as a single discussion with anyone beforehand. So, how right am I?
You sure you're not a psychic? It's like you're in my head.
Well, I know the average school year at Armis, so I just put 2 and 2 together after seeing the way you talk to them. That, and these last few months have also done wonders for my personal growth. I used to be this shy little girl who was afraid to leave her comfort zone. Someone who couldn't even speak her mind to the one family member she wished she could the most. But now, I feel like a whole new me. I can walk a little further, and have learned to say what's in my heart. I have everyone here to thank for that. But most of all, I have you to thank for that.
I thought divining my high school years was enough of a surprise, but you weren't done, huh? At this rate, you're gonna have everyone running around at your beck and call even more than Ren.
Oh, stop. I doubt that'll be the case. Though there is one person I wish would pay a bit more attention to me.
What's up?
Nothing. I was just thinking that I still have a long road ahead of me.
Interesting. So, you gotta talk to him on the phone after what happened on Erasion, but that's it?
Though I'm used to that by now. Seemed like this year's Revolution Festival is gonna be a big one. What with the memorial service and more besides. No wonder he doesn't have much time to dedicate to me right now. But he did say we could get together after the ceremony's over, thankfully.
I guess that's better than nothing. At least you can still see him.
That is true. Compared to Elaine, I'm very fortunate. Can't even imagine what she must be going through. She's amazing to have been able to do what she did. To make what must have been an excruciating decision, even if it was the right one. I don't think there are many people who could have followed through on that, bracer or otherwise. I hate that when hard times clearly aren't over for her. But if you could just be there for her, I think she would like that very much. I don't mean to put that responsibility squarely on your shoulders, of course. Mr. Kincaid and the guild should be there for her too, but still.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't gonna give her the cold shoulder or anything. Won't make up for what I did 7 years ago, but I like to think I can be there in some way others can't. Sounds like she won't be back here for a while, though. She's got a ton left to do in Erasion. What's that look for? Not proactive enough, you think?
Oh, don't like me. I'm just knowing you want to comfort her would mean a lot in of itself, really.
Okay. God, can't always please a teenager once they get to that age, I guess. Still.
What is it? Why are you laughing?
You lovebirds want to get a room?
I didn't know you were all here. Is it already time to leave?
You might want to get your eyes checked if you thought we were seeing hard eyes.
I don't know.
Didn't you hear anything special, Zeros? Roof?
Not you too, Catra. We're just making small talk. I feel a little bit better now. Our futures may still be uncertain, but for now, we can continue to take each day as it comes.
That we can, and sorry, I shouldn't have said what I did earlier.
Man, our boss is such a little troublemaker.
Don't sweat it. They say not being able to read the room comes with old age. You know, one day you're gonna realize I'm still in my prime. Always was the same with you two. Forget it. Let's see what's on the docket for today. Revolution Festival's in 3 days out. I wouldn't be surprised if the aftermath of Almata's destruction led to problems too. It's only 10:30 and there's a lot of us, so I think we can cover all districts in this part of town by today, right?
Right. Then let's get to work.
And we're gonna take Begard. And we're gonna take Judith. And we're gonna go straight back into here first and do some other things. Actually, no, we'll go get the food stuff that we need to get. Oh. Which is, she's not here. She might be hanging out at the church. Interesting. So the shop's gone. We need to go get some stuff first, though, so let's go here.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Do you know what you want?
Platinum coin. Cool, that was the one we were missing. That lovely guy. We could buy some more stuff as well.
I hope to see you again.
But we're kind of okay.
Need something fixed?
I mean, we were pretty good on the old ornament front, even though I could probably open up more.
I can handle any Zypha modifications you need.
Come on, what have we got here? Okay, 900. We're getting close, though. I reckon with whatever we beat today, it'll be fairly simple. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, well, one thing we definitely need to do is head towards here, and we're going to use the bath.
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
Let's get that.
All right, back in business, baby.
Certainly will be, and that should
nice and
be
refreshed.
Solitary Spa Fanatic, which is nice, which give us the sauna visit here. And we're getting there. Nice. We need to head towards the church.
Off we go!
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the church?
Kids are always so
That's funny. The church, the church, the church. I don't know exactly where the old church is. I mean, there's a newbie store here. Was there stuff to buy here as well?
Looking is always free, you know.
Certainly is. I'm gonna buy some more assorted grains.
Come back for more anytime.
Old Town Church. Where the fuck is that? Is this the church? Oh, this is the roommates with the guy who was gay.
Say, why not take some flowers with you?
We'll buy that, and we'll buy that because I think that was for a trade thing that I needed. Go to. to-do list. We'll give the lilac ribbon.
You sure know how to make a girl happy.
Certainly do. I want to give all the gifts.
What do I do?
There'll be 4 Spriggans there. The church is here. Of course it is. Oh, is she teaching at the church? She certainly is.
More candy again.
Purchase this, of course. They're talking about the other stuff, I think. Nice.
Right.
Right. Right, and then the next big thing to do here today is actually the VR simulation. So let's go ahead and get that. We'll grab the 4 Spriggan here.
What have we got?
Recently started behaving rather violently. The problem child. Still a lingering cell.
Now, what's it say?
So we can do that one at some point. But to complete the VR training is our first step. So. And this should be in here. I think we'll go reset and give the simulation a go. We should only have 1 left, which is the Divine Blade.
Give me your worst.
Okay.
A chance! It's up to you now!
I'll take over.
Engaging skill.
Some more. A chance. It's over.
Nice, and then we're going to do
Fast, Barry.
Flaming Prayer, and then we'll go for a Vandalize Raid.
Breathe onto us!
A chance.
Activating skill.
1,
Boost gauge limit removed.
2. Nice.
Count, Aaron. Activating skill. Sucker.
Get out of here!
I do think we'll be fairly okay. Miss, counter for Bogard.
Try and see through this. Huh? Do your worst!
Engaging skill.
Smack them all down at once, one at a time.
Engaging skill. Boost gauge upgraded.
Follow you now!
Taking center stage.
Activating skill.
You're not getting away.
Nice, and it delayed her as well.
Wide open.
Make it count, Aaron. Activating skill. Sucker.
No chance.
So we're going to get here, but that's fine.
A chance. Activating skill.
2 of these.
Here goes!
Activating. A chance.
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Mana, gather upon me.
Engaging skill.
Too slow! Get out of here!
Nice.
You'll be sorry.
It's actually fairly simple.
Gotcha! Get out of here!
Even if it's a crit, if it's a 0 gleam crit, it's a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world.
This'll hurt.
Moving, Van!
It's over. Your turn, Judith.
Get his chance up.
Run wild!
Raging Blizzard.
Raging blizzard!
Bold of you. It's in your hands.
Leave this to me.
Reset! Take
Prepare
over!
yourself! Try and see through this.
Yes, I've gotten rusty.
Gosh darn. Hey, Rosette's going to be the target here. Get the counter.
Don't mess with me!
Boost level maximum.
I'm out!
I'll take it from here. I've got this.
Oh, didn't want to do it twice, but that's fine.
Here goes. I've got this. This is it.
Silver wins.
Silver wins.
Bring it on.
Activating skill.
Gotcha.
Your turn, Judith.
Energy output max.
I've got this! Thea, we need help!
Sound like Cure.
I see it hold me. Zero form.
All good.
I won't hold back. Don't mind me.
Let's do the driver.
They flinched. I'm going.
Let's do the driver again.
Activating skill.
Reset. Got it.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, this might hurt still, but that's fine. Okay, but good thing is that Agnes has her jumping up that she can do. She's got that. If she ever hits 0, she jumps back up.
Everyone, a chance! It'll be alright!
Nice.
Here's a little more.
Nice.
Placing shield.
It's just a war of attrition at this point.
I won't hold back. The rest is up to you. I'm on the scene. It's the end of the line.
I'm gonna do it twice in a row.
Here goes. Placing shield.
We'll get another crit. I mean, it's the right person to attack, let's face it.
This is it. Silver Widows. Lousy.
A chance! This'll hurt.
It's over. A chance. It'll be.
Heal again.
Petra.
Boost level maximum.
Take over.
Engaging skill.
Do your worst. All you now.
Taking center stage.
Gotcha.
Get the join in. Fine. Miss counter.
A chance!
Keep it up. It's working.
You're up!
I'm mainly doing this because this way I can do this. Nice. Celestial.
You saved me.
Engaging skill.
Here's a little more.
Nice.
Placing shield.
You'll be sorry.
Activating skill.
And Burgard and Judith can just keep on slamming her down.
Cut down my enemies. A chance.
Engaging skill.
Do 2 of these.
You're even better than I'd hoped.
Here I go.
Another one of these.
A chance. Activating skill. Here I come.
Glow hammer. Nice. Hey, this might hurt.
My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
So if Burgard might, some people might, they might survive this. Nice.
I'm sorry. Deploying shield.
This is good.
I misjudged you.
I have to do something.
Nice.
There. A chance.
She's hidden.
Activating skill.
And brilliant halo. Nice. And that gets everyone back in, and we're back. Nice. Here comes duality.
Zero form.
All good.
You'll be sorry.
Activating skill.
No. I need some help, Burgard.
Engaging skill.
Annoying that he countered.
Hurry, Katza.
The rest is up to you.
I'll take over!
Activating skill. Gotcha.
Nice. And we should get a crit soon. Silver wins.
Silver wins. I have to do something.
It's all fine.
You'll be sorry. Activating skill.
Especially as the stun is incoming. There we go.
Finish him, Van.
Here goes.
Do one of these.
I shall handle this.
Sucker.
Nice. Take all of these.
Bring it on.
Activating skill. Wide open.
This is it.
Another silver wins. Seemed harder to combat than the last time.
Silver wins.
These virtual guys definitely are a little bit better. We'll do another virtual raid.
Your turn, Judith.
Your turn.
And we'll go.
Keep it up. It's working. Activating drive.
Missed, that's fine.
Deploying shield.
All good. Celestial. Killing enough's nice.
Here I go.
Engaging skill.
Add some more.
Here I go.
Engaging
Here I
skill.
go.
Nice, and two of these should, I think, start us on the right kind of route.
You won't want to miss this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
Behold. Zero.
Hey, everyone's still alive from that first big one.
Well, this sucks.
And I think we've got to go Zerum capture onto.
I'm not doing so
There we go.
You saved me.
Deploying shield.
That's fine. She's at least alive.
I'll take you on. Activating skill.
Sucker.
We're close to it anyway.
Here it comes.
Silver wins.
Silver wins. I'll take you on. It'll be
Nice.
Deploying shield.
Here we go again. The folly of everyone.
Engaging skill.
Hurry, gotcha.
The rest is up to you.
The star has arrived.
There we go.
Nice.
A chance.
Activating skill.
Master, I need you.
Engaging skill.
Bam, bam.
Sucker.
I guess I got a bit sloppy.
There we go. Nice. Some new material. And we've cleared the entirety of the virtual vanguard. Which is nice. What does that get us on the old menu? All virtual battles, 1 Angaram. Nice. This would of course be pretty good. 600. We'll get though to all of those. Okay. Is that it for this area? Right, then the next option is we need to go check out, where is it? Notes, books, movie brochures. What haven't we seen? Golden Blood, Bull's Requiem, Sober Curious, perfect. Okay, so we know where we need to go to the Tyrell district and head to there. So go to the Tyrell. We're after the subway entrance
On
for
my
now.
way.
There's a whole bunch of stuff we need to buy, so perhaps we'll go do the buying stuff today. So let's head to Riverside first. We need to head to Bradley Garage.
Off we go.
If we shop with your boy,
What'll it be?
Wild Helmet,
Come again.
go to-do list, Wild Helmet for Bogard. Nice. Got a whole bunch of these. We could fill out, they are We've already got that one done. We could go full with Renee, which would be nice. But we'll figure out which ones to max. Okay, we got the thing we needed from here. Anything from Station Street? Probably, so let's head there. Yes, I think there should be a new Orbital thing for us.
What'll you have today?
An Orbital Massager. Nice.
Thanks for coming.
And
I can
then
handle any maintenance.
plugins. No new ones of these, but drivers, Innocence. Which is
Thanks for being
nice.
such a good customer.
Items. Wait. Bam. Give the Orbital Massager to
Don't
Judith.
mind if I do.
Nice. Then Orbital.
I can handle any Zypha modifications you need.
Nebulous is nice, but I actually think Quartet is also quite nice. But what does Emerson have with it? Ooh, we haven't opened up these. Should probably be our number one. I'm not gonna have you with that though. Empty slot. This one just has the ability for us to have whatever the fuck we like, which, oh my god, may be amazing. Because I could clear all of the big boys that I wanted. Regis Caliber, Jabberwock Arm, Celestial, Pluto's Nova. Because I only tend to really use them. We'll do that one there. I only tend to use these once in a blue moon. These are mainly Healy ones now. Let's go for the Ark of Eldorado as well. Nice. Feels like a good shout. I think all the others are open. Okay. Let's head to our next destination. Okay. We're going to go get all the stuff first, basically.
Taking off now.
Mainly so we can then buy some shit. We need to head towards the sober stall stand, which will be in here somewhere. Sober stall stand. Is it around here?
Gonna eat something?
Yeah.
Hey, welcome.
Nice.
Thanks, pal.
Do that. Then we'll go make sure we eat that recipe in a second. Blacklight District.
Taking off now.
Okay, and there'll be a bunch of stuff here.
What will it be?
Was it in this one? No.
I'll be seeing you.
One of these shops requires us to have stuff.
I've got some fine wares for sale.
Was this one we wanted?
Best come again soon.
So let's go ahead and give that gift.
Thanks.
Nice. We've got his up as well, which is always good. The bookstore is going to have two things for us. A red gold anklet and penne pasta.
Thanks for coming.
Nice. Then to-do list. Red gold anklet.
Thanks.
Nice. Very well fired. A full-fledged Jaeger. Take all of those. None of these particularly feel that great for me though. Okay, and then it is just the pasta. So let's head back to the office.
What are we waiting for?
And then we'll go to the cinema. And then I should actually look at my to-do list connections. Any of these at 25? I wish I could see my connections. That would be good. Notes. Maybe I can in here. Connect. I can. Anyone at 25? Judith Lannister. It's pretty goddamn close. And here at 25, 25, 25. So we've maxed out on you, you. You can max out on you. Maxed out, maxed out, maxed out. I know some of these you can't do anything for. But I should take... I feel like maybe I should take... take Judith on the next one. Right, kitchen. Prepare food. Mamma Mia pie.
Piece of cake! I don't want to hear any complaining.
Do I get any? And then... I need some prime beast essence, which I don't have.
Right.
Which is slightly annoying, but let's go ahead and take one of those.
That was pretty filling.
Pretty goddamn good. Right. Set to Tyrell. To a spirit cinema.
Let's head over.
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
Well...
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
We're gonna go ahead here.
Hello.
Leaving soon. I believe this is the one we need to go see. We're gonna revive Judith. And we'll revive Begard. Nice. High schoolers sneak into an old mansion. Lance is the director, Joshua's the cameraman, Emily's a screenwriter. Each dutifully fulfills their role, filming the progress without incident. A strange phenomenon occurs when they begin shooting the final scenes.
For real? Is it just me, or has the lighting been acting up for a bit?
Has it? I don't know. It was working fine this morning. Whoa! The lights went out.
Hey, come on! I can't see a thing! Get those lights back! Ah!
Lance? Huh? Emily? Is that you? Blood? Hey, Emily! Something happened to
Come play with me, Joshua.
Creepy as fuck. We definitely hadn't seen that one. What do these two think of it? Tend to be two kinds of horror movies. One that deals with job stairs. Guess which one we'll see her in next. Get a kick out of it. You learn what you say, indeed. And we should get 25 plus on all these. They're selling corrupted vultures. We'll of course purchase it. Nice. 25. Hot-blooded heroine. Connection stage up. Lion who knows no weaknesses. How very lovely for us. And then what's that? Bam. 9 movies watched. Nice. And some Tyrrell Balm. We'll definitely get that. Onyx Weapon Forged. All movies watched. We've got 3 more movies to watch. And I've got Burgard is my set status for my thing. Right. Then we've got one new district, which is the Holber district. So let's head into there.
Go, go, go!
There'll be some stuff to buy here for our gourmet adventures.
Hello.
Shino's mix.
Thank you.
I am very quickly running out of money. But that's fine. Shino's mix. And then we need to go to Andalusia, the famous pastry shop.
Right.
Right. Right. And there's people to go there, but let's go to this place. Oh, as there is Ren and others.
Welcome to Andalusia, but looking to buy something?
Kingdom Tart, Strawberry Macron.
See you again.
Thanks for the grub. Love me a sugar rush.
Nice. Just want to make sure I eat everything. Cool. And then we've got an event here with finals. Both the student council calls will keep me very busy. Finally forgot my exams. Things are a bit hectic for you. Make sure you don't miss the festival.
An excellent idea. Every little experience planning events. Endeavor to make this tea party most exquisite.
Gina started my transfer thoughts considering I've heard from Tita. Learning. Onwards and upwards to the new year. Interesting. And then there should be an event with some certain growls Ritter. If we head into here to the big boy.
Wow, this cathedral isn't as big as the one in Erasion, but it's still pretty massive.
Fucking huge. We run
the
away.
interior is also quite beautiful, and it's such a soothing place to be in.
Bam.
Alright, I think I largely understand. While I don't intend to encourage your illicit activities, I do, however, agree that something must be done about Almata and their legacy. You're welcome to come and go from here as you need while you're in the capital. Very kind of you. No, but seriously, I appreciate the help. I was kind of expecting every worshipper in the Congregation for Divine Worship to have a stick jammed up there. Silly, you're being rude. I have to agree that it's a little surprising. Let's just say your arrangements have been made by someone else already. Speaking of them... My, what a coincidence. Master Begad.
Seriously, on. It's been about a week. It's nice to see you too, Bishop Orwell. It's been a while. I appreciate you for making the arrangements.
Don't mention it. We might not be part of the same organization, but you always did well by me when you were on active duty. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall take my leave. However, take as much time as you need, all of you. Guess they probably would have kicked us out of the door if it wasn't for you, eh? Though we've managed quite a lot on our own.
Don't be so out. The building bridges there used to be building bridges like that takes time. What of your current status? I do not believe Rubel has been cleared in Oracion.
About that. You're still sticking with these jerks, Master. I was under the impression you were merely accompanying them as a matter of necessity, and you would part ways after the business was settled. You know you can just say hello, right?
Ain't gonna deny we're not cut from the cleanest cloth. Let us just say it's complicated. For the time being, it would be far more beneficial to stick with them than act alone. It's too unlike the reason you brought you to the capital in the first place.
You never pull a punch. We left the Second Dominion in charge of clearing up that mess. Those politicians of his should help look for shit faster than I ever could. Albert's team also arrived to lend a hand. We've been acting separately from Wazi quite a lot lately. Guess that's why you ought to expect of a master of the Kunlun school.
I will leave you two there then. I'm glad you're doing well. I will get to see them soon, Kevin and Gaius too.
Maybe I'll get them off our backs. Commanders ain't said shit, so they ain't bothering us about it instead.
Treat them under the table, frankly. They're well aware of that. They're having fun.
Well, how much of a big deal is Gramps? Someone's following her from everywhere we go. We're well educated and respected by a lot of high-ranking individuals.
But why would these idiots be all the way here? What's so important to leave an architect retrieval to someone else?
Something bugging you, Arkhide? You need to let some steam off. We never declared a proper victor for that little game, so why don't you score up for another round?
Mind chilling for 1 second? If you got some pent-up energy, go bother someone else. Besides, a lot of other players out here in the capital today. Not that might have anything to do why you two are here.
Sorry. I'd love to hope for nothing to happen whatsoever, but we're not naive enough to let our guard down. We're merely here for insurance. Not unlike you, Spriggan.
Guess you got a point. Get on like cats and dogs. Interesting. Right. And I think at this point we say, if you've enjoyed this episode, a little bit more narrative this one than the last one, I'll see you guys next time, where we're going to try and attempt those 4 Spriggans. So, I shall see you then. Peace and love.